guys, welcome back to another video. So today we have Eternity of Pain week 2 and we have the Nick Fury boss. So this guy is a little bit hard. We all expected Nick Fury to be a little bit tricky because his tactical charges, he can be unblockable, and also he has 2 health basically. So the first objective we're doing here is I would do it with someone that has the hashtag offensive burst, and CGR does have this. And you might notice here I am not running suicides. That is because of one node that basically, if you're not poison immune and ideally bleed immune as well, it's impossible to do the fight. So let's talk about the nodes that he has first. So he has a 10% chance to get a Fury for 8 seconds whenever we hit him, and that actually makes him a little bit trickier because whenever he has a Fury, he gains double charges, and also the tactical charges are paused. So that's definitely a pretty good node there. Then he's got another node. Whenever the attacker receives a bleed they're immune to, Nick Fury has 75% chance to get a tactical charge, and this is reduced by 25% against mutants. So there is the next node, actually, Shank. If you hit the defender in the block, there's a 40% chance you get a bleed on you. And then basically if you're immune to it, like here with CGR, we are immune to it, he has a 75% chance to get a tactical charge. So a good combination there with the nodes. And then this is the hardest one. So he's got a node called defective defense. So blocking attack has a 100% chance to apply a disorient debuff to us, reducing our block proficiency and defensibility accuracy by 25% for 12 seconds. And this chance is reduced by 50% if you parry, but it can still happen. 50% chance is quite high. And those can stack as well. You can remove one by holding the block for 1.2 seconds, but it doesn't really happen in the fight. Because if you hold it for that long, he probably is going to hit you with the block and it's gonna hurt. So yeah, this disorient, it's tough, especially if he throws a special one where there's like a million blocked hits. So they can stack like 10 times. Like I've had it, I think 5 the most. But then another node is actually good for us. So it's called Burnout. Whenever the defender activates a special attack, they gain 1 burnout charge, increasing their special attack damage by 10%. That is a bad thing. But the good thing is, if they have 10 of those burnout charges, all of them are removed and they're passively power locked for 10 seconds. So if you want Nick Fury to be passively power locked like he's here, you basically gotta bait out some specials, and then each dex hit from the special attack gives them 1 more burnout charge. So if you were to bait a special 2 from him, he will gain 1 when he pops the special, and then if you dex the last gunshot, which usually that's how it goes, he's gonna get another one. So by baiting out 5 special 2s, he's going to be passively power locked, and that definitely can help in the fight. And since the fight is so long, like you're gonna see they're throwing a lot of specials. And then the last node, or sorry, we have Clapback as well. I mean, the clapback is if you poison, shock, bleed, incinerate, or plasma the defender, you're gonna get the same debuff on you. So be careful, because that hurts. It's 100% of the defenders attack over 10 seconds, so you can die very quick, basically. And then the last node that made me remove suicides, the defender's special attack costs 100% less power while the attacker is suffering from any debuff. So this is tough. Basically, if I had suicides here, I would always have a debuff on me from Liquid Courage, because CGR is only immune to bleed. And this guy wouldn't be spending any power from his specials like he did in this special one, because I have those disorient debuffs. So he's basically not spending any power. But still, CGR is very powerful. He's a rank 4, and he did a pretty good job, man. CGR just gotta dex sometimes to get the big Fury, and then you just pop a special 2. Even without the dex, it's gonna crit sometimes, like it did in the last special 2, and he hits pretty hard. But yeah, this node, it's definitely annoying that how we gotta remove suicides. Like I had to remove it for all fights, except the Kitty Pryde video, which I uploaded a little bit earlier, because that's a cheat. That's it, like a cheese. But I really hate how they definitely don't want suicides for those Eternity of Pain fights. Like we had Warlock, we had Overseer, even Havoc. If they didn't add that node for Havoc, you would have to remove suicides again. But yeah, it's kind of annoying, but not a big deal. And here we have actually a rank 2 Proxima fight. This fight was actually one of my favorites. So this is a 6-star rank 2 without suicides. And we have the first... I think that the first mission was knocked down 6 times or 5 times. And this is parry 6 times. So we got 2 now. We need 1 more, which is going to be the intercept. So right here... see, he's got 8 of those burnout charges. So I'm going to bait, I think, 1 more special 2. Or no, I'm going to pop my special 2 there, just push him to the special 2. Because no recoil, so I can do whatever I want. I decided to do that. And then I'm going to bait 1 special 2. And as you can see, he's got 8 burnout charges. Now he's got 9. And now he's got the 10th one, which makes him power lock. And this is a very easy way for me in the corner to intercept him 4 times. So that definitely lined up perfectly. He dashed into those intercepts like I wanted him to. And now we basically have all 3 missions. Now we need 1 more mission, which is to get to 100 hits. And it can be a bit tricky, but that's why I popped my special 2 there, just to push him to his own special 2. And we're gonna have enough time to build up to another special 3 when we do those 20 hits. So right here we are healing from the bleed. As you can see, because we have the bleed from hitting him in the block, he doesn't spend any bars of power, so that's why I'm chilling. I'm just like, don't want to bait this guy special because nothing happens. And here I'm just gonna hold my block, bait out a heavy. Luckily he does that sometimes. And now we got a bleed again, so if he pops special 2, nothing's gonna happen. Basically he only gets some burnout charges, which is actually cool. That's how we managed to do with Kitty Pride. And we have 90 hits now. Now I'm just trying to push myself to a special 3 and just see the numbers. 6-star rank 2 without suicides, guys. So definitely want to block that here. We got that indestructible. I think prevents us from taking a certain amount of damage. Now it's tough because he's power locked and he's unblockable. I gotta be careful here a lot. Just want to try and bait a heavy or something because I can't parry, so I'm just playing it slow. There we go. We got a heavy off. That's perfect. And the cool thing about this is that Proxima, I believe she's immune to disorient if you parry. I don't know the exact ability, but I know she can be disoriented from Nick Fury's SP1 if you take the hit, but she cannot be disoriented from the parry ones, which definitely makes her one of the best options for this fight, especially for this objective, which is doing this with a small cosmic champion. So yeah, definitely one of the best. Now what I'm doing here is I bait a lot of special 2s so that I get him to the burnout, passively power locked, pop my special 3, and because Proxima's special 3 does so much damage and has a very, very long stun, having him passively power locked for 10 seconds is gonna be super handy. Like you're gonna see. He's at 11% health. We get the 4 Furies, we're hitting kind of hard, and he cannot gain any power. He only gained some tactical charges. And we got him down to the 2nd health. And that's because of the power lock. We just hit him so much. And he didn't get any power. That's a good thing. You can do that too. Having power locked with the burnout charges definitely helps. And now I'm just like, I just have to go for another special 3. Having him stunned and hitting him for like so many seconds gave me so much power. And then I'm like, this is over. And we pop that special 3. We hit the 20% bonus, perfect. And he's gonna go from 47% health down to 34, and the big hit comes now, 4%. And did you see me dashing at him? That was me forgetting that he is stun immune. So I maybe got lucky there. So that was definitely sketchy, man. I'm like, this fight is over. That's perfect. But yeah, we got him down with 92% health left with a 6-star rank 2 champion. That was very, very good. And then lastly, we have I think the Paragon objective, which is completing this fight with a Fantastic Four. And there's only 5 Fantastic Four champions. We have an Invisible Woman, we have Human Torch, Thing, Mr. Fantastic, and Super Skrull. And this makes it a bit hard because you have the class's advantage, obviously. And Super Skrull is the only one that's not a science, but he doesn't really have the greatest numbers, as we all know. But Human Torch is actually super, super good for this fight. And that is because What is that node called? The clapback node. Basically, we incinerate him each medium attack we do, and our first light incinerate him. So we take incinerate to the face, which makes Human Torch building up his smolders. That's how we build up our smolders, and you're gonna see at the end of this fight we're gonna have 99, which is the cap, which is amazing. And I just see Proxima's ability now. It says opponents have 200% offensive ability accuracy reduction when Proxima Midnight blocks an attack. Additionally, she can use the parry mystery. Yeah, so she can parry projectiles. But yeah, that's why disorients were not placing her, because she was blocking and she couldn't get those disorients. So that's like a really nice ability I didn't know of, and now I'm glad I know. So this fight is definitely the sketchiest one, because you got glass disadvantage, and also I forgot to mention that you don't actually want to pop the pre-fight in this fight. Because if you pop the pre-fight, you place passive incinerates on him, and it doesn't count for the clapback node. So you're gonna see, like, towards the end of the fight, we're gonna hit super hard with our incinerates, and it's definitely the best play. You don't want to pop the pre-fight. But here we had a disorient or a bleed on us. I didn't see, and he just kept popping the special 2s. Now he's power locked. Like, you'd really want to be lucky in this fight with the disorients. Like, if you parry, you don't want to get it. Right there we had a pretty good run there with the power lock. I did 2 parries and didn't plan the disorient. But yeah, you definitely want to keep popping the special 2s, stunning him, pushing him to his own special 2, so that you avoid his special 1s. But yeah, this fight is definitely very sketchy. The good thing is you have those disorients. If there's like only one disorient, it's healing you. And plus the bleed, if you hit the opponent in the block, you're just gonna take a bleed on you, which does like 9 damage. It's so good. But keep in mind, with Human Torch, if you have a bleed on you, those incinerates are not gonna last for, I think they're gonna last for 0 seconds. Yeah, as you can see, incinerate, it didn't apply any incinerates because we were bleeding. That's Human Torch's ability, and I know it really well because I'm used to it with suicides, because you start with the bleed at the start. So yeah. And right there we had 8 incinerates. He was sticking. Each incinerate does 929 damage now, which is awesome. And towards 99 you're gonna see 1,000 from 1. And now, as you can see, no incinerates because bleed. And those SP2 ones did last for like 0.5 seconds. So we definitely missed some of our damage here. But luckily, I will still have a good health bar. So he's very close to his second health. Very close. So 22%, it's gonna take like a couple incinerates and he's gonna be down, man. 97 smolders is ridiculous. Now I was just stalling there because I had the bleed, so I did no damage anyway. Our only damage really is bleeds, or sorry, incinerates. Block there, luckily he threw that special. We go for a 5e combo just to go for my special 2. Luckily there, he threw a heavy. We're gonna go for our special 2. And I believe I didn't throw my special there just because I'm gonna pop a special 3. And maybe get a couple incinerates, passive incinerates with the 99 smolders. It's gonna be insane. But let's see what happens. He's power locked now. I'm going for medium, light, medium. Going for a parry. It connected perfect. He's at 5%. And here I'm just like, let's just throw the special 3 because we're not in a good spot. He had a special 1 ready and 15 tactical charges, so it wasn't really nice. But now, unfortunately, he's defensive once he's swapping those healths. And I didn't even get to do 1 hit with the passive incinerates, unfortunately. But he's taking down very much. 7,000 per tick. It's obviously a 6-200, so it's going to take a while. He's only taking 1% of health each second. Or I think each second it's like 2%. But here we throw some really nice incinerates. That's beautiful damage. There we go, 3 more. Remove that disorient. That was actually pretty nice. And at this point, I'm like, we got this. He's at 20%. I have a special 2 ready. It's not gonna stun, but I'm gonna go for an intercept because you're in a good space right there. Medium, light, medium, 5 incinerates. He's taking down. We have a full yellow bar, man. This is looking awesome. So he's at 10% now. I just want to get an opening. I want to take my time though because I have the bleed on me, and there unfortunately hit him in the block, so I got another one. So I'm just gonna stall again. This is not gonna deal any damage. It's just there for like just to push him to the special, and that's perfect. Now he's at 0 bars of power. We have no bleed. This is awesome. I'll go for another intercept, pop the special one, and he's at 1%. I'm like, he's gonna tick down, but he doesn't. And here, just hit him with the block a couple times, doesn't die. And right here, I thought I blocked there. We are at 20% health, and I missed the intercept. So we had a full yellow bar. He had 1% health, and he's got 1,000 health left. From 642,000, he's got 1,000 left, 1,000 health left, which is literally 1 medium attack. So I'm gonna count that as a solo, guys. But yeah, we'll go for 1 revive, light, medium, and he's done. So yeah, man, it's definitely a little bit annoying that I didn't get the solo, but I'm gonna count it as a solo because that was a very sick fight. It was like only my second try as well, which is it's great, man. Like I really enjoyed this Nick Fury fight, to be honest. The other thing is I had to remove suicides, but it's fine. Now let's get into the best counters for this guy. So the first objective, offensive burst. We obviously have the mutants, which are definitely the better ones, because Nick Fury just sometimes doesn't get tactical charges fighting a mutant, or he has like a lower chance to get them. I would say Kitty Pryde is by far the best. Domino is nice, but be careful, because if you like place a critical bleed on him, and you're gonna get that back, and if she doesn't purify it, you're probably toast. Bishop as well is nice. The only thing, be careful of the special 2 because it applies an incinerate, and you're gonna get that back too. You can go for special 3s, to be honest. And then I would say Professor X is pretty sick. He's got a lot of damage. It's definitely pretty nice. Storm is actually really nice as well, because if you hit Nick Fury into block, you're gonna get some bleeds that basically deal no damage, and she's just gonna ramp up her prowess, which is really nice. So I think Storm is definitely at the top. Now, from mutants, I would say Black Widow is probably really nice, because she can benefit from the node clapback, because you can actually incinerate him, poison him, or bleed him, and you're gonna be immune to it no matter what, which is gonna give you power, and you're gonna be popping specials left and right. If you're in the incinerate phase, you're gonna deal a lot of damage too. So I would say she's definitely one of the top options for that. Stealth Spidey could be really nice too. However, be careful of his double hits, because you want to time those tactical charges well. But yeah, I would say those ones are overall the best champions to use. And now let's go for the small cosmic one. So Proxima for me is the best, because she doesn't get any disorient on her, which is huge. Like, this is a big threat, and having no worries about that is really nice. Then I would say Cersei is pretty good too, because she has those glancings. She can actually parry without getting disoriented sometimes if she's glancing, and she's good too. I would say Captain Marvel could work, but the block damage is going to be a little bit nasty, especially if you're unlucky with the block damage, because you need to block to build up her damage. And Angela could be pretty nice too. I think those are the best options. And then for those 5, I mean, Human Torch is definitely the best. And then I think he Thing is probably the next one, because he's bleed immune. He is sometimes immortal. But yeah, you definitely want to use Human Torch if you have him without the pre-fight. But yeah, guys, hopefully this video helps you. I enjoyed this Nick Fury fight. It was pretty challenging. I didn't like having to remove suicides, but it is what it is. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.